The discerning XF aficionado will of course have already seen why this particular 2008 shape Jaguar XF is so special. This vehicle predates the Jaguar XFR, of course, which was only ever featured with a 5-litre engine. This, before that though, had a supercharged 4.2-litre V8. In other words, the same engine you would find in the 4.2-litre all-aluminium XKR of the time. That means 410 horsepower, even more torque at 413 foot-pounds, and even though it may not have R written on it, this is about as quick as most Jaguar R models, given that the 0 to 60 time is barely over 5 seconds, and much like the XKR itself, with that same 4.2-litre engine, these can actually achieve over 30 miles to the gallon on a motorway run, which is not bad at all for a supercharged V8 super saloon such as this one is. Now, one of the downsides which you will sometimes find with the SV8 is that because they are so rare and also so capable, they do tend to have quite high mileage on the market. This particular car though is actually significantly better than many because it's barely over 90,000 miles, which, as any aficionado of Jaguar supercharged V8 knows, they take that kind of mileage in their stride. At the same time though, that mileage plus the fact that it is a lesser known model means that the value is fantastic on the SV8. This entire car is under £7,000 and you could quite easily pay that for a diesel model, either a 2.2 or a 3-litre, and as fantastic as those cars are in their own right, the SV8 of course is for the Jaguar performance aficionado. You have the combination of far more space, more seats, more practicality than an XK would have, and certainly an XKR, but you also get the performance, the soundtrack, and that brutish V8 engine which you would more typically expect to find in a sports car or a GT. In other words, it is the XFR before the XFR was a thing. In fact, it is an XFR in all but name really, because that didn't exist yet. Now, this particular example is finished, as you can tell, in frost blue with ivory leather, a lovely combination on any XF, let alone one with the supercharged engine, and of course has an outstanding service portfolio behind it as well, and it's only had 3 keepers from brand new in 2008. In fact, its most recent keeper has obviously adored the car because they've had it since 2017. Being an XF though, of course, not only do you have more practicality over something like a GT car such as the XK, you also have excellent kit as well. Cruise control, of course, an 8-speaker sound system, auxiliary inputs, touchscreen display, of course the list goes on. But crucially, all the while, with that 410 horsepower supercharged GT car heart beating underneath, with all of the usual refinement, comfort, space and advantages of the XF platform. And once again, for under £7,000, it's an astronomical amount of car for the money. So of course, if you are on the market for an XF already, and perhaps you fancy something a bit special and certainly very, very rare, and it is guaranteed to be one of the most sought after versions of the XF in future because of that rarity, then this is a prime example to consider. So of course you could reach out regarding it via the email address shown here on screen, or naturally give us a call on 01749 871 155 or on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.